At the start of the story, we see a woman lying in the middle of a lonely road. She wants to end her life. Her body is still, and the road around her is silent. After some time, a car appears in the distance and starts coming toward her. When the woman notices the car getting closer, fear fills her mind. She thinks about how painful her death could be. That fear changes her decision. She quickly stands up and moves to the side of the road. The car passes by without stopping. The man driving it does not slow down or ask if she is okay. He acts as if he did not see her at all. The woman's name is Lisa, and her life is completely broken. Nothing is going right for her. Today is a very painful day for her because it is her daughter's birthday. Sadly, her daughter is no longer alive. After driving a little further, the man in the car begins to feel uneasy. He realizes that ignoring the woman was a mistake. He slows down, turns his car around, and drives back toward Lisa. A man named Adam steps out slightly and asks her, "Are you okay?" Lisa calmly replies, "Yes, I'm fine. Nothing happened." Adam then tells her that the city is very far from this empty place. He offers to drop her there if she wants. With no other option, Lisa agrees and sits inside his car. As they drive, Adam asks why she was alone on such a deserted road. Lisa quietly tells him that it is her daughter's birthday today. She says her daughter is gone forever and that she is completely alone now. There is no one left in the world who truly belongs to her. Hearing this, Adam says in a serious tone, "So that's why you were lying on the road trying to die?" Lisa quickly answers, "I don't want to die. I just want to meet my daughter somehow, just one time." While they are talking, Lisa turns on the car radio. A news report starts playing. The reporter says that a dangerous serial killer is hiding in the nearby forest. The killer has already murdered 2 girls earlier that morning. The police do not have a photo of him, but they know some details. The killer is fair-skinned, drives a brown car, and has a cross-shaped mark on his right hand. As Lisa listens, her heart begins to race. Fear takes over her body. The description perfectly matches Adam. When she notices the cross mark on his hand, her blood runs cold. Before she can react or try to escape, Adam suddenly presses the brakes hard. Lisa's head slams into the dashboard, and she loses consciousness. After some time, Lisa slowly opens her eyes. She finds herself locked inside a strange bunker. Thick iron walls surround her from all sides. She screams for help, but no one answers. She looks down and notices she is wearing a strange suit. There is also a heavy watch tied tightly around her wrist. She tries again and again to remove it, but it does not come off. Realizing there is no easy way out, Lisa breaks down and starts crying in a corner. Suddenly, the heavy door in front of her opens. She sees a dark tunnel beyond it. At the far end of the tunnel, light is shining. Hope fills her heart. She believes this is her chance to escape. As soon as she enters the tunnel, the door behind her shuts on its own. The sound echoes loudly. Lisa freezes. She understands she is now in even more danger. At that moment, the watch on her wrist begins to beep. A timer appears showing 11 minutes. Lisa realizes that if she does not escape before the time ends, she will be trapped forever. Without wasting a second, she starts crawling forward on her hands and knees. As she moves closer to the light, the door ahead slowly begins to close. Panicking, Lisa crawls faster. But when she reaches it, the door is already shut. She cries and screams in fear, thinking this is the end. Then she notices a very small tunnel beside the closed door. It is extremely narrow, but she has no other choice. Using all her strength and courage, Lisa squeezes into it. The tunnel hurts her body, but she keeps moving forward. After great struggle, she finally reaches an open area. There is a platform with 2 paths, one going up and the other going down. Confused and scared, Lisa chooses the upper path. She crawls ahead, but suddenly the floor beneath her begins to rise. The lower path starts moving upward, trying to crush her. Terrified, Lisa pushes herself forward with everything she has. The space above her keeps getting smaller. Just when it seems impossible, her hand reaches the end of the tunnel. At the very last second, she pulls herself out and escapes, saving her life. After saving herself from being crushed, Lisa finally takes a deep breath. For a moment, she feels safe, but she does not know that the danger ahead is even worse than before. The path in front of her is far more deadly. Suddenly, the alarm on her watch starts ringing loudly. When she looks at it, her heart sinks. Half of the time is already gone. Now she has only 5 minutes left. Panic fills her mind and she forces herself to move forward again. After walking a little, Lisa sees something lying on the path. As she comes closer, her body freezes in fear. It is a human body, but not a living one. It is a badly burned corpse. The smell of burning fills the air. Lisa notices something horrifying. The dead body is also wearing the same kind of watch as hers. Lisa understands the truth instantly. This person was also trapped here. He also tried to escape, just like her, but he failed and was burned alive. Seeing this, Lisa realizes that escaping from this place is almost impossible. Whatever little hope she had left completely breaks. Still, she does not give up. With shaking hands, she pushes the dead body aside and moves forward. When she looks at her watch again, only 2 minutes are left. Fear takes control of her body, and she starts moving faster. Suddenly, strong iron bars slide out and block the path in front of her. At the same time, thick heating pipes begin coming out of the tunnel walls. The temperature rises very fast. The tunnel starts heating up like an oven. Lisa is completely terrified. She knows what will happen next. She feels sure that soon her body will turn into a burned corpse just like the one she saw. She has no idea what to do. Just then, a small part of the wall behind her opens. Seeing this, Lisa quickly crawls backward and slips inside the opening. In the next second, a thick glass door shuts tightly, sealing her inside. As soon as the timer on her watch reaches 0, fire explodes from the heating pipes. Flames burst out like fountains. Within seconds, the entire tunnel is covered in fire. Everything burns. But the small section where Lisa is hiding is safe, and her life is saved once again. After some time, the fire stops. The heating pipes go back into the walls. The door of the safe chamber opens. Lisa does not want to come out. She is shaking in fear, but the wall starts pushing her out by force and closes again, returning to its original position. The moment Lisa steps back into the tunnel, her watch resets. Once again, an 11-minute timer starts counting down. She moves forward slowly, but suddenly the ceiling of the tunnel starts coming down. It presses closer and closer to her body. Only a small gap remains, just enough for her to crawl. Lisa completely breaks down. She starts crying loudly. When she looks at her watch, she understands something terrifying. In exactly 11 minutes, fire will again flood the tunnel. If she stays here, she will burn alive. She thinks that dying while trying is better than dying helplessly. Gathering her last strength, Lisa lies on her back and starts crawling forward, pushing herself with her hands. After crawling for some distance, the tunnel suddenly ends. Lisa reaches a large water tank. Her body is weak, and her throat is dry from thirst. Still lying down, she scoops water with her hands and drinks desperately. When she checks her watch, only 8 minutes are left. She sees no other path except the water. Taking a deep breath, Lisa steps into the tank. Inside, she realizes the tank is very deep and wide. She has no idea which way to go. She swims underwater, searching for an exit, but finds nothing. Then she realizes something terrifying. The way she entered has closed. Her breath starts running out. Her chest feels like it will burst. Just when she is about to lose hope, a door suddenly opens at the top of the tank. Lisa quickly swims upward and climbs out through it. She falls to the ground and breathes heavily. After resting for a moment, she forces herself to move forward again, but her body cannot take it anymore. She is completely exhausted. In the middle of the path, she collapses and falls asleep. Suddenly, a scream wakes her up. Someone is crying for help. Lisa listens carefully. There is another person here. Hope sparks inside her heart. She quickly starts moving toward the sound, but suddenly a door opens right under her feet. Below it is boiling acid. Lisa barely manages to stop herself from falling in. The acid bubbles violently. She understands that it is powerful enough to melt iron in seconds. To be sure, she tears a piece of her suit and drops it into the acid. Within moments, it turns into black ash. Terrified, Lisa moves very carefully. She places her hands and feet along the edges of the pit and tries to cross it, but suddenly her knee touches the acid. She screams in pain. Luckily, her special suit saves her from melting, but her knee is badly injured. Blood and pain slow her down. Still, she hears the cries for help much closer now. Forgetting her pain, Lisa keeps moving. Finally, she reaches an iron grid. Beyond it, she sees another grid. Behind that grid, a man is trapped. That man is wearing the same suit and the same watch as Lisa. Lisa speaks to him. "Listen to me. We are both trapped here. If we help each other, we can escape." But the man is no longer thinking clearly. His mind is broken. Sometimes he starts shouting angrily at Lisa. Sometimes he starts apologizing. He keeps saying that they will come back and kill them both. Then suddenly he starts laughing loudly, like a madman. Just then, Lisa notices something terrifying. A new timer appears on the watch tied to her wrist. This time, it is a 60-second countdown. Before she can think, the heating pipes once again slide out from the tunnel walls. This time, something is different. A safe chamber opens in the middle of the tunnel, right between Lisa and the madman. There is only enough space for one person inside. Only one person can survive. Lisa understands the truth immediately. Either she will live or the madman will. At that very moment, the iron grid in front of both of them suddenly disappears. Without thinking, both of them run toward the chamber as fast as they can. They reach it at the same time. A brutal fight begins. Sometimes Lisa manages to push the man out of the chamber. Other times, the man shoves Lisa out with great force. They struggle violently, grabbing, kicking, and pulling each other. The seconds keep ticking away. The timer keeps counting down. 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 5 seconds. Just before time runs out, Lisa gathers all her strength and kicks the man hard. He falls out of the chamber. In desperation, he grabs Lisa's leg, trying to pull her out with him. At that exact moment, the timer hits 0. The glass door slams shut with terrifying force. The man's hand is cut off instantly. He screams in unbearable pain. Lisa looks down and freezes. On the severed hand, she sees a cross-shaped tattoo. Her heart stops. At that moment, everything becomes clear. This madman is not a random victim. He is Adam, the same serial killer who had attacked her and knocked her unconscious in the car. All of Lisa's confusion disappears. She now understands the truth. Adam did not trap someone else here. Adam himself was trapped. Before Lisa can react further, the 11-minute timer on her watch reaches its end. Flames burst out from the heating pipes once again. Within seconds, Adam's body is burned completely and turns into ashes. Lisa watches in horror. Her whole body starts shaking. After some time, a small tunnel opens inside the chamber. From it, a robot comes out. Its face looks like a frightening skull. Lisa is terrified at first, but the robot does not attack her. Instead, it gently touches her injured knee. The pain slowly disappears. Her wound heals. Lisa asks the robot who it is and why it brought her here. In response, a small tool comes out from the robot's mouth and connects to Lisa's suit. Suddenly, Lisa's mind fills with memories. She remembers everything. She remembers being inside the car with Adam. She remembers discovering the truth about him. She remembers the fight. She remembers Adam stabbing her in the chest and throwing her out of the moving car. Then she remembers seeing a bright white light coming down from the sky. Lisa snaps back to the present. Now she understands one thing clearly. Aliens saved her life. They rescued her from Adam and brought her to this place, but they did not explain why. The robot disconnects and silently leaves. Lisa realizes something important. Whoever they are, they do not want her dead. They want her to survive. If she keeps surviving this deadly game, she will eventually be free. Lisa steps out of the chamber and moves forward. Adam's severed hand is still lying on the ground. Lisa notices strange symbols under the timer on the hand. She tries to understand them, but suddenly danger strikes again. A giant spinning fan starts moving toward her. Lisa steps back in fear. She quickly finds a hole and barely escapes, climbing into an upper tunnel. Suddenly, she hears footsteps above her. The sound stops. A hatch opens. Something horrifying drops down. It looks human, but behaves like an animal. Its body is completely burned. Its eyes glow white like stone. It growls angrily. Then Lisa notices something terrifying. One of its hands is missing. Lisa understands immediately. This creature is Adam. He has turned into a monster after being burned alive. Adam cannot see anymore, but he can still hear. Lisa moves forward slowly, holding her breath. She tries not to make any sound, but suddenly her watch lightly hits the floor. The sound is enough. Adam senses her and rushes toward her to kill her. Just before he can catch her, Lisa slips into a narrow tunnel. Adam follows, but because he cannot see, he cannot pass through the tight space. Lisa escapes again. She keeps moving and finally reaches a place with two paths. One goes left, the other goes right. She has no idea which one is safe. After thinking for a long time and still not understanding, she makes a guess. She chooses the left path. At the end of the tunnel, she enters a room surrounded by glass walls. On those walls, images start appearing. Lisa sees her entire life, her childhood, her youth, her struggles. She sees the moment she gave birth to her daughter. Then she sees something painful. She sees how her own mistake and carelessness caused her daughter's death. The memories crush her heart. Lisa falls to her knees and begins crying uncontrollably. Just then, Lisa sees Adam coming after her again, this time from the ceiling above. Fear fills her heart, but she does not stop. She somehow escapes from him and runs into another tunnel. Inside that tunnel, Lisa sees something unbelievable. At the far end, she can see the blue sky shining brightly. Fresh light pours in from outside. Seeing freedom so close fills her with happiness and hope. For the first time, she truly believes she might escape, but one final danger remains. To reach the open sky, Lisa must crawl through a narrow path filled with sharp barbed wires. When she looks at her watch, she sees that only 60 seconds are left. At the same moment, heating pipes slide out from the tunnel walls, ready to release fire as soon as the time ends. There is no time to think. Lisa drops to the ground and starts crawling under the barbed wires. The sharp wires cut deeply into her skin. They tear into her back and shoulders. Blood starts flowing heavily. The pain is unbearable, but Lisa refuses to stop. She keeps crawling toward the light. Behind her, another chamber opens, and Adam quickly hides inside it to save himself. The fire is coming soon. Lisa is now weak from blood loss. Her body shakes. Her vision becomes blurry. She can barely move anymore. Still, she drags herself forward, trying to reach the sky. Then the 60 seconds end. Flames burst out from the heating pipes. Fire rains down into the tunnel. Just before the flames can touch Lisa, a door suddenly opens beneath her feet. She falls into a chamber below and loses consciousness. After some time, Lisa opens her eyes. Her heart breaks. She realizes she is back at the very same place where her journey first began. Everything she did, every pain, every struggle, was for nothing. She has been reset. Lisa completely breaks down. Just then, the robot returns again to heal her wounds, but Lisa stops it. She is tired. She has no strength left. She tells the robot that she does not want to survive anymore. She only wants to die. The robot accepts her request. An injection slowly comes out of the robot's mouth and moves toward Lisa. At that exact moment, something clicks in Lisa's mind. She suddenly remembers the symbols on Adam's severed hand. Her eyes widen. She realizes the truth. Those symbols were not random. They were directions. They showed the way out. Quickly, using her own blood, Lisa starts drawing the same symbols on the wall. She studies them carefully and understands their meaning. One arrow bends to the left, meaning she must choose the left tunnel at the first split. Another arrow bends to the right, meaning she must choose the right tunnel at the next split. Lisa then looks at her own watch and realizes that similar symbols must be hidden beneath it. With new hope, she asks the robot to stop the injection and heal her wounds instead. The robot heals her injuries. Lisa stands up again. With fresh determination, Lisa enters the tunnels once more. This time she is not afraid. She has already passed through these paths before. She moves forward with confidence, crossing each deadly trap carefully. Soon she reaches the acid pit again. There she places her watch into the acid. The watch melts and breaks apart, finally freeing her wrist. When she looks at her skin, she sees the symbols clearly marked on her wrist, similar to Adam's but slightly different. Holding the broken watch, Lisa moves ahead. She reaches the place where she had once chosen the left tunnel, but now she knows the truth. The correct path is the right tunnel. She enters it. Soon, 2 more tunnels appear. This time, the correct one is the left. Step by step, following the symbols on her wrist, Lisa keeps choosing the correct path and moves forward safely. But once again, Adam starts chasing her. Thinking quickly, Lisa throws her watch into one tunnel to create noise. Adam hears the sound and follows it. Lisa hides inside another tunnel. Adam goes the wrong way. After he leaves, Lisa checks the symbols on her wrist again. Her heart sinks. She realizes that the tunnel Adam entered was actually the correct one. Now she has no choice. Slowly and carefully, Lisa enters the same tunnel Adam went into. The tunnel feels strange and alive, like the inside of a giant creature. The walls seem to breathe. After moving a little further, Lisa sees her watch lying ahead. But Adam is also there. Because Adam is blind, Lisa quietly reaches forward and picks up the watch. But suddenly, the alarm starts ringing loudly. 60 seconds. Adam hears the sound and immediately starts chasing her again. Lisa runs back the way she came. At the same time, the heating pipes slide out and the countdown begins. A safety chamber opens nearby. Lisa dives inside it just in time. Adam reaches the chamber seconds later, but he is too late. The glass door slams shut. Adam is trapped outside. Lisa survives once again. Here, Lisa looks at Adam and mocks him by showing her. But this time, something unexpected happens. The heating pipes that were supposed to release fire suddenly pull back into the walls. No flames come out at all. Before Lisa can react, the chamber door opens. In the very next moment, Adam jumps at her like a wild animal. Lisa screams and fights back with all her strength. She falls to the ground but quickly pushes herself up. Using her legs, she presses Adam's head down hard. At the same time, the wall of the chamber starts moving forward. It pushes Lisa ahead and slowly crushes Adam's head between the wall and the floor. Adam lets out a final scream. Then everything becomes silent. Lisa is finally free from Adam forever. Shaking and exhausted, Lisa moves forward. Soon she reaches another place where the path splits into 2 tunnels again. She looks at the symbols on her wrist. They clearly show that she must take the right tunnel. This is the final tunnel of the maze. But just then, something unbelievable happens. A young girl walks out from the left tunnel. Lisa freezes. Her eyes fill with tears. Her legs tremble. She begins to cry. The girl is Nina, her daughter. Since Nina's death, Lisa had only been surviving, not living. Her one true wish was to see Nina one last time. Now that wish has come true. Nina looks at her mother and says softly, "Don't leave me alone again." Lisa cries and replies, "No, my child, I will never leave you." Then Nina holds out her hand and says, "Then come with me into the left tunnel." Lisa's heart breaks. Through tears, she says, "Nina, I don't want to lose you again, but the truth is, you are already gone, and my path is the other tunnel." With a heavy heart, Lisa turns away. Nina keeps calling her from behind, begging her to stay, but Lisa does not look back. She walks out of the tunnel and collapses on the ground, crying uncontrollably. After gathering herself, Lisa stands up. Without wasting any more time, she enters the right tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, Lisa sees something beautiful. The open sky. Bright blue light fills the path ahead. Hope rushes through her body. She runs forward, desperate to escape. But suddenly, 3 sharp iron blades appear in front of her. They move up and down very fast. Anyone who tries to cross them will be cut into pieces. Lisa stops and watches carefully. She notices that the first blade comes down once every 4 seconds. When it moves upward, Lisa runs and crosses it safely. The second blade comes down every 3 seconds. Her heart pounds, but she gathers courage and crosses it too. The third blade is the worst. It comes down every 2 seconds. There is almost no time, but Lisa refuses to stop now. She runs forward and jumps, but her leg gets caught between the blades. With a horrifying sound, her leg is cut off. Lisa screams in unbearable pain. Still, she does not stop. Dragging herself forward, bleeding heavily, she reaches the end of the tunnel. She stretches out her hand toward the open sky and hits something solid. It is not the sky, it is a screen. The sky she saw was only a video. Lisa stares at it in shock. Her hope shatters completely. She laughs loudly like a mad woman and says, "I did everything you asked me to do." At that moment, the heating pipes come out again. The 11-minute timer is about to end. Lisa closes her eyes and calmly prepares to die. But this time, the fire never comes. The pipes pull back into the walls. Suddenly, the ceiling opens. A bright white light shines down on Lisa. Her body slowly rises into the air. She feels no pain. She feels peaceful. Her body merges into the light. After some time, Lisa opens her eyes. She is standing beside a beautiful waterfall. The air feels calm and warm. A smile slowly appears on her face. Nina is standing beside her. Lisa asks softly, "Am I dead?" Nina smiles and replies, "Your body has died many times already." Lisa then asks, "So what do I have to do now?" Nina answers gently, "Here, you just have to live. You don't need to do anything else." Now we understand the truth. Lisa is no longer in the world of the living. She is in a place beyond it, peaceful and beautiful, like heaven. The meaning of the story is clear. When Lisa was traveling in the car, Adam stabbed her and killed her. After death, she went through hell, where her pain, guilt, and sins were washed away. After surviving every trial, she finally reached peace. And with that, Lisa's journey comes to an end.